anyone there?
Special Agent Detective Blart, thanks for coming. We got a lot to talk about.
So what are you looking at here?
Another physics teacher died while performing an experiment. He got hit in the head and suffered severe head trauma and died on the spot.
Paul Blart, mall cop.
Man, I just finished this tough police report.
I love you, Brian.
My name's Dave, you idiot.
I was talking to myself.
Who wants some cookies?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you're the best, Webster.
It's my pleasure.
Man, these cookies are great. Chocolate chip is my favorite.
That's dumb. I like oatmeal raisin.
No, you're dumb.
Shut up. Detective Dover? Special Agent Detective Paul Blart? What are you doing here?
I'm here to solve a crime.
I thought you retired 10 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Brian, Dave, another physics teacher has been found dead. I brought in Special Agent Detective Blart to analyze some of the critical evidence at the scene.
Another mysterious death around physicists here? That's rare.
What do you mean, another?
It was a couple of years ago before you started. There was an interesting case.
Yeah, I was lead detective on that one. There's this huge freak accident down in Center City.
Yeah, this fellow named Ivan Igorova was responsible. His crazy experiments with acceleration forces resulted in 3 deaths. It was horrible. His particle accelerator went critical, and it took his 3 lead researchers going in to shut it down.
Really? Ivan Igorova? I saw him at the cookie shop this morning. He said he was going to go visit Mr. Dam later.
Let's just hope they're not talking about physics.
This is the 5th person dead from a failed science experiment. Science. And they're all teachers. Physics teachers. All with blunt force trauma to the head. Seems a little too coinky dinky for me. I bet it's one person after them.
Guys, I found some new evidence of the murders. He wears the same shirt and spooky mask every time. Look, we've got a lead. He's wearing a flannel.
Chief Jabomi, I have some important information I have to show you.
What'd it do, baby boo?
It'd be a lot cooler if you didn't say that.
What do you got for me this time?
I believe these murders are connected, but I have no lead on who the murderer is.
Well, obviously he needs a name.
I see. With all the connections to physics teachers, maybe we can call him the Kinematic Killer.
Nah, that's lame. What about the physics psycho?
This is why they made me the name guy. But anyway, this guy's taken out all the physics teachers except for Mr. Dam. And he wears khakis and a flannel.
Khakis and a flannel. Didn't old man Ivan Igorova used to wear those all the time?
Wait, isn't Ivan going to see Mr. Dam right now? He must be the Kinematic Killer. Let me go get this fool.
Okay, so after I draw the free body diagram, I take the sum of the forces,
Yep, you got it, Ivan.
and then I just set it equal to ma.
It's pronounced MA.
And okay, awesome.
Oh, damn. Ivan Igorova, you're under arrest.
I'm not going back to jail.
What is he doing?
He's jumping out the window.
Get in! He's getting away! Go!
Hurry up, Brian!
I'm going as fast as I can.
Go, go, go!
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most.
After him, he's turning right!
I know a shortcut.
That's left, you idiot!
It's the
There they are. Go after him.
I can't. It's a red light.
with those holiday greetings and gay happy.
Go faster, you're getting away!
I can't! The speed limit's only 45!
Speed limit's not so important.
Happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting marshmallows.
You missed the exit.
Okay, according to the Pennsylvania driver's learner's permits exam, if a driver misses their exit, the best option is to continue driving and go to the next upcoming exit.
Screw that. Turn this down.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
He's going to a dead end. Now we'll get him.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near.
Whoa, Bart! Whoa, cop! You're under arrest. Get up! Get up! Get down! Get down!
I think this is police
I
brutality.
need help!
I'm complying.
Let's go. I had enough of you. Come on, walk. Get in there. You have the right to remain silent.
Can I be bad cop this time? You got to do it last time.
Paul Blart, mall cop.
Fine. Jesus.
What a lawyer.
Fine. Bring in the esteemed Peebo squats.
You can't do this. She's never lost a case.
But everyone needs a lawyer.
That's dumb. I'm Paul Blart.
What does that have to... Never mind. So, Ivan, why were you in Mr. Dam's room when we found you?
I said it already.
Don't play dumb with me. I know what you were really doing.
Oh! Don't talk to my client that way.
So sorry, man. This is just a very important case for us.
Ever since I was a kid, I've always been amazed by physics. It was all I could think about all day, every day. My dad was one of my biggest inspirations. Big Bart was a well-respected physicist until until he passed. He lost his life to one of those crazy experiments done by Ivan. I've wanted to get this sicko behind bars ever since.
What does that have to do with this? Those experiments were pushing the boundaries of modern physics.
This is irrelevant, Blart. Don't bring in your personal biases into this case. My client was nowhere near the murder.
Then why did we find your prints at the scene?
My client was at the scene because he wanted a tutor.
But he was banned from ever doing physics again. That violates his parole terms after, the conviction of,
Detective Blart!
Special Agent Detective Blart to you.
My apologies, Special Agent Detective Paul Blart. Those parole terms have been over for years now.
Paul Blart, mall cop.
Look, we're not getting anywhere with this. We're gonna have to go to court.
No. We don't need a court. Just give me a knife, gasoline, blowtorch, duct tape, Gorilla Glue, and the number 1 pencil.
A number 1 pencil?
A number 1 pencil!
No,
Yeah.
I'm calling the judge right
No,
after
the
this.
judge is...
No,
you're not. Fine, but bring in Turd Ferguson. He's my favorite.
Fine by me.
I don't even know reason behind do that. So what now?
Let's go.
What are you doing up here? I'm supposed to be the only one.
Paul Blart, mall cop.
All rise. Madam Squats, please approach the bench.
Thank you. My client is innocent, Your Honor, for he was merely seeking physics helps. He was certainly in the bounds of his parole.
Boo!
And therefore did not commit this crime.
What about the murder of Joe?
Who's Joe?
Joe Mama!
Jeez.
Order! Order! Prosecution, you may now approach the bench.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would like to convict Mr. Igorov of these crimes and would like to present incriminating evidence against the defendant, proving he is in fact the Kinematic Killer.
Well, let's see what you have to share.
Thank you, Your Honor. As you can see in this security camera footage, the killer is wearing the exact same shirt as Ivan Igorova.
There are plenty of people who wear flannels in this town. That doesn't prove anything.
It doesn't disprove anything either. Well, what about the fingerprints we found at the crime scene?
Those fingerprints could easily be from Ivan's tutoring session. It's not a crime to change tutors after the previous one gets murdered.
You know what else is not a crime? My mom.
Order! Order! Mr. Ferguson, you may continue.
As I was saying, Mr. Igorova also has a very obvious motive. He was disgraced by his fellow physicists because of his experiments, and he wanted revenge.
Objection! This is speculation, Your Honor. Motive doesn't mean he committed the crime.
And look at his face! Does he not have the face of a killer?
Yeah, he does kind of look like a killer.
None of these arguments have any real evidence.
Order! Order! We will be breaking for recess.
So how are we going to win this case?
In all my years of lawyering, I've never seen a lawyer quite like Peebo Squats. It's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication.
Hard work and dedication? We're halfway through this case.
It's going to take a miracle then.
I'm getting really nervous in there. I think that they really think that I did it.
Wait, just so we're clear, you didn't actually kill those people, right?
Of course I didn't kill those people. I'm a simple man making my way through a complex universe. Well, I didn't kill any teachers.
Oh God.
At least.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Don't worry, I'll call witnesses to prove you're not guilty. We'd like to call Harris Sconier to the stand. So, Mr. Harris Sconier, care to tell me what you were doing at the high school at the time of the murder?
I'm a teacher. I teach German.
Oh?
How did you get to be a lawyer again? Du bist ein Trottel.
I would like to call Mr. Griffith to the stand. So, Mr. Griffith, I see here that you've taught Ivan economics, correct?
That is correct.
And Mr. Griffith, can you please tell me how Ivan was as a student?
Yeah, he was a good student.
As you can see, he was good.
Whoa, you didn't let me finish. He had good grades in class, but would go on these crazy long rants about life insurance policies. He was always talking about taking one out on someone.
Next, I would like to call Mr. Spangler to the stand. What were you doing at the time of the crime?
Let me answer your question with another question. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit?
Oh my gosh.
Banana!
Hi, I'm Miss Rieger.
Mr. Dam! What were you doing at the time of the crimes?
I was just doing my job, madam. As a teacher, obviously.
And were you close to the victims of the crime?
Yeah, we were colleagues for years. I was devastated by the news of their deaths.
Mr. Dam, thank you for sharing that.
Mr. Ferguson, you may now call your witness to the stand.
I would like to call Mr. Larkin to the stand. Mr. Larkin, what do you know about Mr. Igorova?
I have nothing to do with this. Why am I here?
You're here to answer the damn question. What kind of mathematical equations was the defendant calculating when you examined his work?
Well, sir, he was doing your typical velocity derivatives and acceleration integrals, as you do. But he also had calculations for pendulums with objects that have large masses.
And as we know, each victim was killed with blunt force trauma. The type of force found in pendulum experiments gone wrong.
Yes, Mr. Ferguson.
Are you hearing this, Judge? How can he not be the killer?
Objection! This is all circumstantial evidence. Of course my client is going to have pendulum problems in his work. He was seeking physics help.
Was that your final witness, Mr. Ferguson?
I have one more witness, Your Honor. Ivan Igorova himself.
I didn't know they could pull me up on the stand.
I mean, you don't have anything to worry about, right?
Mr. Igorova, do you remember your dangerous experiments from a few years ago?
I said it already. Those experiments were pushing the boundaries of modern physics. My accelerator was perfect, and it should never have gone critical.
Don't interrupt me, Mr. Igorova. Anyway, like I was saying, is it true that after these experiments, you were disgraced by the physics community?
Yeah? And your point?
Did this upset you at all?
At the time, I fail to see how this is relevant.
Did this anger you at all? Are you angry enough to kill?
Of course I was angry with them, but killing? Never.
But Mr. Igorova, your experiments have killed before, haven't they?
That wasn't...
Your Honor, he has a motive to kill, he's killed before, and we have evidence placing him at the scene of the crime. This must be enough to convict.
Order. Order. Mr. Ferguson, Mrs. Squats. We've heard enough evidence. It will now go to the jury, and we will reconvene after the jury makes their decision.
Gentlemen, we need to reach a decision regarding the identity of the killer.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Everybody saw it was Mr. Igorova.
What if it wasn't? Almost anything could happen.
Who else could it have been? Mr. Larkin? Mr. Dam?
I think it could be one of the cops. Almost a cover-up, if you ask me.
Let's put it to a vote. Raise your hand if you think it's Ivan.
The jury has found Mr. Ivan Igorova guilty of multiple counts of murder in the first degree. Mr. Ivan Igorova, you've been convicted of 3 life sentences. Security, please escort him away.
I can do that. Keep it moving.
I swear, you've got the wrong guy.
Tell it to the hand. Let's go, you delinquent.
You can't put me in here.
Yeah,
I'm innocent.
No, you're not.
You're gonna regret this.
Get in there. Ain't nobody gonna tangle with the Blart.
This just in. Suspected Kinematic Killer, Ivan Igorova, has been charged with 3 life sentences for multiple accounts of teacher homicide.